Greetings, my name is Zarina and I am doing a video presentation for my EDIT 6150 class on Web 2.0 technology. So I decided to focus on citizen science in the classroom, and I'll be looking at online citizen science projects for elementary school. If you're a teacher, I can bet you've had to answer the question, why do we have to learn this stuff? And this is because students are increasingly aware that what they do in school should matter in the real world. This is a frustrating question for many teachers, and citizen science tries to bring real world applications to what students learn in class. So, what is citizen science? And how does it apply to Web 2.0? It is a research practice where members of the public, not necessarily scientists, collaborate with professional scientists to conduct scientific research by collecting or analyzing data for the real world scientific studies. So there are various ways you can involve yourself. You can do investigations, you can collect data, you can ask questions, you can look at the data and analyze it yourself. And at whatever level you are, from elementary to citizens, you can volunteer and be part of this great project. So because I'm an elementary school teacher, I wanted to give you examples of projects that you can do in your class, especially for elementary school. And there are four major projects that I decided to give. There's the first one, which is Journey North, that has two projects. It is a global study of wildlife migration and seasonal change. For example, the Tulip Garden project. You and your students plant a specific type of tulip bulb in the fall, then make observations and report when the first plants and flowers appear. Your data is aggregated into a map with the data from other participating classrooms, which gives you a great visual to track the arrival of spring as measured by blooming tulips, and you can connect it to study of weather, geographical studies, among other things, and plant life cycle. Then there's the monarch butterfly migration, where students report sightings of monarch butterflies and their data is plotted on a global map, so students can actually see what other people are reporting. And then we have Project Feeder Watch, where this is very simple because all you need is a bird feeder, and then students can observe and report on, put data on the kind of birds that come to feed on the bird feeder, and you can extend your lesson to making them create a bird feeder. And the other one is the bee hunt, and for elementary school students, a digital photo inventory will likely be the easiest, and they can study parts of insects, why do we need bees, and you can connect it to science and math and everything in between. And then for Athens, I thought of Frog Watch USA would be very interesting because it has so many chapters, and three of the chapters are actually in Georgia, two of them in Atlanta, and one of them in Athens at Sandy Creek Frog Watchers, where you'll be required to observe, you'll be trained on how to observe calling of frogs. And this can actually involve communities where parents and their kids can dedicate 3 minutes 3 times a year to listen to the call of frogs and then feed in the data. This is just a screenshot of where you go. When you go to the site, you key in the data, and there are different ways you can analyze the data and see, and then they will use it. So there are various teachers who've already implemented the project in their class, and I'll show you a video of what these teachers are doing, and I think it's a great project. It's taking a little bit of time. And there you go. So as you can see, this project is really, really beneficial, and it ties into the four C's: collaboration and communication, critical thinking, and creativity, especially the part of collaboration, because everyone is involved and anyone can volunteer. So you need to work together, collect accurate data, and communicate the same. And then critical thinking, because students have the ability to make observations from experiences and to reflect on those experiences and apply reason and conceptualization and synthesize the information into a meaningful belief or action. And creativity, not particularly in the elementary school, but for other volunteers where discoveries have been made in science because people participated and they noticed something that probably the scientists didn't notice. For elementary school kids, maybe if they did creating artwork like for the bird feeder, maybe they could make their own bird feeder or suggest improvements on how to feed in the data and such like things. And then we have limitations and recommendations. The limitation is sometimes the data is very skewed because some participants are more involved than others in some areas, so they're given more data than in other places. So we need to learn about the motivation for participation so that individuals become engaged and participate. And the recommendation is that maybe if we gamify the citizen science project, millennials who are technology enthusiasts will be more inclined to participate, maybe come up with apps where they can take photos and study and be more aware of the environment. Thank you so much, and that is what I had for today. Thank you.